Thomas and Friends The Great Festival Adventure is a PC game developed by Mind's Eye Productions and published by Hasbro Interactive in 1999.
So with this being the third and final Thomas the Tank Engine video game I would ever own, how does this one hold up compared to the first two? Well, let's dive right in.
The Great Festival is coming to Sodor, and the Fat Controller tells the engines what their jobs are for the day. And the game is basically just you playing as Thomas as he goes through many mishaps and misadventures in order to get ready for the festival.
So what's the final verdict for this game? It's better than the first two games combined.
I'd say this game is definitely better than the Adventure series and Thomas and the Magic Railroad Prince Studio because this one has an actual story to it. Whereas in the previous games where you just play a bunch of activities, this one has activities that actually fold up to a big story. And the fun activities you get have 3 levels each. There's the engine sheds, where you help Thomas, Percy and Gordon get cleaned and repaired for the festival. The rock fall, where you help load the fallen rocks onto trucks with Howard the helicopter. Loading at the docks, where Cranky and Bulstrode are waiting with the packages for the festival and help is needed to place them into the correct trucks. Passenger pickup, where Thomas takes Annie and Clab out to the station ready to pick up passengers chosen for the festival. The cow escape, where you have to help Terence the tractor herd the cows back into their field. Building the rides, where you help Howard the helicopter build the rides by selecting the right shadow to fit the pieces. And making music, where you can make music at the festival by clicking on various things like the cow, the engines, Bertie the bus, and the music players. And that was an awesome bit in the game when I was a kid.
This video game has various activities in it like the previous video games had. But compared to the previous two games, this one has a story that goes with the different activities, rather than just printing and colouring things just because.
And as you'd expect with most video games, this one has cutscenes that fold into the story. All of the voices were provided by Michael Angelis. Surprised? But one difference from the TV series is the fact that this one has no narrations like said Thomas, said Percy, fought Gordon and all that stuff. It's just basically Michael Angelis telling the story as it is, and letting the characters speak for themselves in his voices. And that was quite a huge change from Thomas. Well, for a video game I mean, not in the TV series. That would come later. The activities in the game are pretty fun, and the cutscenes are quite entertaining when you watch them, like Gordon getting spun around on the turntable, Henry passing Thomas when Thomas thinks he could race Henry, and Edward getting into trouble with the troublesome trucks.
I swear to God that they actually looked at pictures from the Railway series to get inspiration for some of the layouts in this game. I mean, just look at the turntable in this scene and see what book pops into your head.
Seriously, have a look at those two turntables together and see if you don't notice the difference. Go on, I dare you. I'll wait for you to come back. Back already? Good, let's get on with the review.
So out of all the Thomas the Tank Engine video games I played during my childhood, The Great Festival Adventure is definitely the better one out of the 3.
It's nothing extremely eye-catching for the adults, but it is entertaining for the kids, and it is better than Adventure series and the Magic Railroad Prince Studio combined, since it has a full-on story like you'd expect with most video games rather than just being an activity thing. So entertaining for the kids, and I'd highly recommend it if you have kids of your own that love Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, that was really repetitive. I mean, I've said that for like all the games that I've reviewed. But yeah, if you want to get all these games for your kids that like Thomas the Tank Engine, then I'd recommend all of them. But me personally, The Great Festival Adventure is the best out of the bunch. It's got a story, fun activities, and fun moments with Michael Angelis as the voices. It's a good game to add to your collection.